Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Attack of the Show. We're TV's only source for all the insomnia you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira. It's good to see you.
And I'm Allison Hazelwood. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, actress Rebecca Hazelwood from NBC's Outsourced will be here live in studio to sell us some novelty products. Fingers crossed for a fart cushion. Then Adam Sessler reviews the new Xbox Kinect on a moving new edition of Game Break. Will the Kinect motion capture him giving it a thumbs up or shaking his head in disgust?
Then Blair Herter has a conversation between two ferns with comedian Zach Galifianakis. They'll talk about man terms and his new movie Due Date.
Okay.
And in break moments of de-evolution, a man gives himself a circumcision with a truck.
Oh.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah, you had me at circumcision.
Ugh, I know we did.
Yeah.
All right, time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Oh, is it time for that?
It is.
Okay.
Because they told me to. You need way more syllables than that. You're like trying to make it up for a class.
I don't want to.
No.
Getty Powers. Getty Powers.
That works.
Getty Powers. Everyone loves whacking the old pinata at birthday parties. It's an animal filled with candy. It's fine. It's not a euphemism.
Yeah, unfortunately for the party goer in our number 5 clip, more than paper mache gets drilled.
Do it! Swing now! Go! Go lower! That's what she said.
You clap! I mean, come on, nothing kills the mood at a party like someone getting sent to the hospital for a massive concussion.
Oh, yeah, oh, yes, the woman is bleeding. She probably has brain damage. But why is no one getting the candy from the damn pinata?
Good question.
Thank you.
And at number 4 today, a sleepy gentleman almost misses his bus.
Oh, he almost misses it. You gotta give him props for that. Like the flexibility alone was incredible. He moved like a boneless chicken man or something.
I wonder. I mean, how can you fall so deeply into a sleep that a city bus won't wake you up?
It's alcohol.
Oh.
Lots of alcohol.
Duh.
Pokemon is probably something you know as well as like an irritating Japanese cartoon that your little brother used to watch. But as today's number 3 item shows us, not everyone fits into that demographic.
For instance, Justin TV user Siga's Live, who posted this strange and probably staged pro Pokemon rant a little while back.
Y'all saw the new 156 Pokemon on the new Pokemon game, black and white. Them Pokemon look off the chain. Them Pokemon look off. That's the best looking Pokemon I've ever seen. I want to catch all them mother. Pikachu, Raichu, Squirtle, Charizard. And how come you never see an episode when the Pokemon's I want to see Pikachu the out of a Gyarados. I love Pokemon.
I'm not gonna question him.
That is a serious Pokemon collector.
Trainer. Allison, they're called trainers, Pokemon trainers.
How do you know that?
That part's not important. It's just know that they're called trainers. Love you, Charizard.
In at number 2 today, a game of beer pong at a Halloween party.
Yeah, it turns out the guy dressed as the Mad Hatter had some pretty sweet moves. Okay, nap time.
That big pong table did an awesome imitation of our economy. What?
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? The dank basement gathering, it looks like the perfect place for like a new Angry Birds level, if you ask me.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, I mean, it's got everything. There's some colorful level design, strange costumes, structures that shatter into a million pieces when touched. You know, just go with me on this one. If you're
All right.
Angry Birds fans, I think they'll get it. Good job, guys. What are you doing?
What? Oh, sorry. I was just paying for the Mighty Eagle. I am not going down into that basement.
Oh. That's not the kind of basement you go into by choice.
But still ahead, Dallas Cowboy fans finally have something to cheer about.
Yes, see the number 1 ATN in just a minute. Folks, the Cowmen of Texas have had a difficult season. Their quartermaster, Teddy Romo, was killed by a giant man from New Jersey. That and the fact that the rest of their team sucks. Been really rough for them.
Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to cheer for that? Sorry. But finally, a bright spot for America's team. Nothing will make a 1-6 record feel better, but a hot, drunkish chick making out with a guy near the end zone sure helps.
Yeah, buddy! Get it done! Oh my good lord! Can I zoom in this thing?
All right.
Dude, you just went for it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
Man, at least someone got entertained at the game.
Yeah. Note to self: for a good time, make a Texas woman bored, and then hand her a lot of beers. That's it. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. Now, Allison, if memory serves me, you were in Japan recently?
I was. Yep. I did some Ninja Warrior stuff.
Cool.
I ate sushi.
All right.
I went shopping in Harajuku. It was great. It was awesome.
Cliche. But you're leaving something out.
And what are you talking
I
about?
think, well, someone on the forums let me know that a certain someone, you, may have sold out and done a Japanese commercial while you were down there.
No. Wait. No one was supposed to know about that.
Yeah, don't be ashamed, Allison. I mean, a lot of people do these ads all the time. In fact, we got a copy of it here. Had to convert it to NTSC. That was a hassle. But we got it. And I think we should just show it for the kids.
No, please don't.
No, please do.
show this.
Please do.
No.
Please do.
Now in store, delicious sukiyaki beverage.
It's sukiyaki cola time.
Yummy, yummy.
Domo arigato gozaimasu. Nutritious fluid. Good for your health.
Stamina increase.
Contains a soy ball.
Curry fiber.
And the squid pot.
Wait, squid part?
Allison, hey Slipper-san, drink apu.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
It's a contraction.
Oh God. Oh God.
Now with soiled man panties.
So tasty.
This is awful.
Over delicious sukiyaki beverage.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
It was worth it.
Oh, well, good.
Usually on Green Tech, we show you some cars of the future that try to manage our planet's meager resources with hybrid or electric engines.
Yeah, but this ain't green tech. This is rides, whips, and hooms. And it's chock full of planet-destroying, high-octane monster cars. If you're a fan of affordable, gas-efficient cars, avert your eyes. With nothing under 1,100 horsepower, here is a trio of mega machines with balls to the walls, all-out muscle. When you think of Denmark, you probably think of butter cookies or Havarti cheese. The Danish company Zenvo is looking to change that with their new supercar, the Zenvo St1. As seen in this footage from autonews.de, the St1 boasts a 7-liter V8 engine that is both turbo and supercharged. This unique engine can run on unleaded fuel as well as E85 biodiesel. Altogether, The ST1 generates a beefy 1,104 horsepower and maxes out at a tire-melting 233 miles per hour. If you want to get your mitts on this piece of Danish, start saving your kroners. It's going to cost $1,225,000 to drive off in this sexy Scandinavian export. From Europe, we head to the good old USA. For almost 20 years, Hennessy Performance has been hoonifying high-performance autos in ultra-fast, pavement-peeling machines. Now, Hennessy will be unleashing their own production car, the Venom Gt. The Venom GT features a 6.2-liter twin-turbo engine, pumping a face-melting 1,200 horsepower. With all those horsies and a curb weight of only 2,685 pounds, you better believe this car can sprint. Try 0 to 60 in a mere 2.5 seconds, 0 to 200 in 15.9 seconds, and a heart-thumping top speed of 267 miles per hour. While this kind of muscle doesn't come cheap, comparatively, it's a bargain. A fully loaded Venom GT will only set you back $850,000. Finally, for the ultimate in luxury, power, and pure self-indulgence, look no further than the 2011 Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Supersport. With a base price of $2.5 million, the new Bugatti Veyron is the apex in the check out how super rich I am mega autos. The Supersport has an 8-liter, 16-cylinder quad-turbo engine, cranking out an over-the-top 1,200 horsepower. With a blistering top speed of 268 miles an hour, the Veyron SS earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records as the fastest production auto. This Bugatti features a top speed mode that lowers the car to only 2.6 inches off the ground and adjusts the car's handling capabilities, allowing you to achieve those 200-plus miles an hour without flying right off the road. The Veyron Supersport may not be the cornerstone of practicality, but it sets the standard that all high-performance cars will be measured against. Excessive? Sure, but cars like these don't just turn heads. They rip them off their shoulders and they smack them in the face.
A soccer ball to take us out of packages.
Yeah, we've had one for a little while.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
Haven't seen them gallop on through.
The cars were awesome, by the way. Yeah. Now I just need $2 million to buy one.
Ah, are you looking for like some sensible investment advice, or?
No, I was hoping more for like a treasure map.
I can get you a map to the Twitter wall.
Will the Twitter wall give me $2 million?
No, it'll give you a text. 140 characters at a time. That's about it. There's some thumbnails on there. What up, BK? Says, got a flat tire today after work, but I still made it home for AOTS. Priorities. Yay! Priorities. You leave that broken car on the side of the road and you sprint.
You run.
You run.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
That'd be the lamest OnStar call ever. I'm gonna miss some ding-dong jokes. OnStar, get me home.
But he would have missed this.
Oh, yeah. Your tweet is actually about to pay off like a busted slot machine, my friend, because you just won yourself something fancy, a blind box of 20 Simpsons 3-inch mini vinyls, courtesy of Kid Robot and Fox Consumer Products. Thanks, FCP.
And also, we are sending you the 6-inch Lard Lad from The Simpsons to tower over your new collection. Look, he moves.
That's
Hi.
what up, BK.
Hi.
Your car's still broken, but whatevs, not our fault. Hey, still ahead, Adam Sessler reviews the new Xbox Kinect in Game Break.
And later, outsourced actress Rebecca Hazelwood will join us live in studio. Stick around.
Okay.
I'm dancing with Water Boy.
When it comes to handing out free beats, Kanye West is a certified philanthropist. K tweeted in August that he would drop a free track each Friday until Christmas, calling the trend Good Fridays. This track, Take One for the Team, featuring Carrie Hilson, Pusha T, and Sci-Hi the Prince, is rumored to be just one of the many rough-cut leaks off his forthcoming album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, due out the 22nd of this month. But if Kanye's beats just aren't loud enough for you, then crank up the bass with Craddy, an LA-based producer and founding member of the Glitch Mob that somehow manages to fuse dubstep with dancehall while trickling in some rock and roll bravado along the way. This track, No Comply, is a free tasty treat off of his latest EP entitled Labyrinth, which gets released in just a few days on November 9th. And of course, for all you dream rock fans out there, the Smashing Pumpkins are back with a brand new tour and EP called Tear Garden by Kaleidoscope. Best described as a shoegazing hybrid of punk and alt-rock, the new album features this free song called Spangled, which most resembles their mid-90s melancholy days, except without the sadness. All 3 songs are gifts from the artist to you, so get online and grab some free beats.
It's Thursday, November 4th, and here are your top stories. Myspace could be in major trouble. Today, the site's parent company, News Corp, let Myspace know that its massive financial losses wouldn't be tolerated much longer. A News Corp spokesman said that the site's losses were, quote, not acceptable or sustainable. In other words, unless the once hot site can turn things around and make a profit in the next few financial quarters, it could be lights out. That's okay, because I have like an old Myspace page that I just want to die anyways, so it's cool. News Corp bought Myspace for $580 million. I can't even say it, it's so big, in 2005, shortly before it was utterly eclipsed by Facebook. So welcome to Friendsterland, Myspace. It sounds like the plot of a bad sci-fi movie, but today a NASA spacecraft almost got hit by a freaking comet. What? Before you fill your head with images of Armageddon, keep in mind that the comet was actually 435 miles from NASA's Epoxy spacecraft, but even at that distance, the photo-taking vessel was slightly damaged by the space projectile's wake. Thankfully, the Epoxy was able to snap some photos of the peanut-shaped comet, because that's what I think about before I'm about to die. Let me get a picture. You know, it's kind of like the paparazzi snapping photos of Lohan as she attempts to run them over with her SUV, you know? Like, let me get a picture of that. Anyways, I just hope next time, you know, the close call doesn't involve Earth. If you were worried about the Xbox Kinect filming you and invading your privacy, then you definitely don't want to go to the movies. Many theaters are already secretly filming you while you watch films in an attempt to stop people from camcording and pirating movies. But now, those cameras will also be recording your reaction to the movie for viewing marketing purposes, of course. That's right, so the footage of you and your movements will be analyzed to see how you liked everything from the movie itself to the advertisements that run before it. So it's a bummer for folks who love their privacy and for those of you who do things in movie theaters. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. They're watching you now. And finally, Harry Potter is getting blamed. Yeah, Kevin Pereira. No, getting blamed. What? I don't know. Anyways, Harry Potter's getting blamed for an owl crisis. Wild owls in India have been disappearing, and officials think they know why. Turns out that so many Indian children want their own version of Harry's pet bird Hedwig from the popular films that poachers have been trapping, trading, and stuffing rare birds. I know, it's sad. Leave them alone. Indian officials are trying to raise awareness about the disappearing fowl and hope that no one starts chasing down unfortunate people who look like Dobby. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone. I'm Kristen Adams, and you guys have just been fed. Let's go back over to Kevin and Allison.
Thank you, Kristen Adams!
Wow. I want my own Hedwig. That'd be awesome. Pet owl?
Oh, is that what Hedwig is? What? I don't read the...
Such a muggle. Such a muggle.
I get it.
Blair Herter has a due date.
Oh, is he one of those, like, pregnant dudes on Oprah?
No, wait, sorry. Meant to say Blair Herter got to see due date. My bad.
Oh, okay.
He also got to sit down with Zach Galifianakis and director Todd Phillips.
Imagine spending 10 hours in the car with this guy.
Guess who's got a winning personality? Me!
You can't, huh? Well, in Due Date, Robert Downey Jr. bears the brunt of Zach Galifianakis' quirky antics in one crazy car odyssey.
2.5 Men is the reason I wanted to become an actor.
How long would you last on a road trip with Zach's character? And when you did inevitably kill that person, how would you murder them?
I have a lot of empathy and compassion in me. I would last a lot. I would love to go on the road with that character. I think he has a lot going for him, and he really is just suffering from trauma and the loss of his father.
Why are your father's ashes in a coffee can?
Because he's dead, Peter.
I would think that traveling with the Ethan character, based on his looks alone, is very comforting. I'm just talking as a lover of the movie, because I think that Ethan's really, really cute.
What age did you lose your virginity? I was 9 years old. Great gal, great gal. Sheila Pimples.
What happened to you as a child on a road trip that leads you to make these really dysfunctional road trip movies?
For me, really, what a road trip represents, and I think what it's fun to put your characters through these paces, is you're kind of flying without a safety net. So in the case of Due Date, you have to rely on each other, and that's not always the best thing either. But there's something fun about you taking your characters and putting them out there without a net.
Holy moly, it's like I'm traveling with a child.
Did you use the restroom?
Good point. I need to take a pee-pee.
I assume that at some point you had to go off script.
There was a part that we thought was very funny that didn't end up in the movie, and I didn't see it because he test screened it. There's a scene where Ethan's really upset, and he's at the Grand Canyon, and he's talking about his father. He says a goodbye to his father. He turns around, and Robert's character said, "Hey, you never told me how your father died." And the part that's not in the movie, I just went, "Oh, sharing needles."
He was a real party animal.
He was a real party animal.
I have never.
Is this movie gonna do for man perms what Magnum PI did for mustaches?
God, if the perm comes back because of this movie, I would be so happy.
You have a hairdresser out west? I just got this killer perm and it needs major upkeep.
So jump in your car and rush to theaters to witness the comeback of the man perm, because it's way past its due date.
All right, folks, it's the launch day for the old Xbox Connect, but before you drop your monies on Microsoft's new motion controller, you should probably watch this. Please welcome back the master of motion, X-Play's Adam Sessler. Was it pre-waving hello or activating the Connect?
Yeah,
Which one were you
exactly.
doing?
I don't know which. Everything is just like, I'm just going to go home and say, Xbox, make me a pizza.
And it won't.
And my wife will go, up yours.
At least she responds to Xbox. That's
exactly.
Nice. Now, the motion controller is finally here. First revealed as Project Natal. Now we know it, and maybe we'll love it as Kinect. But it differs, of course, from the PS3 and the Wii in that there are no controllers. Your body is the controller.
Yes,
There's no buttons, right?
Oh, no. There aren't, and it works that way.
Yeah?
I mean, I was skeptical. And, just lately, suddenly I started to see it in a way where it's like, oh, this is actually, doing what I need it to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the game's going like that. I'm hitting things. I'm like, ooh, I'm exercising by sweeping the leg or
Adam,
whatever
you're
it is.
just navigating the menus. Relax.
Exactly.
Basically.
I'd say one of the parts that's probably most impressive is the way that the voice recognition and the camera tracking works.
Yeah, not many people have talked about the voice recognition. I mean, it allows you to control media playback, menu navigation, everything with your voice.
Right, and so if you first have to yell out Xbox. I was hoping you could name your Xbox.
That'd be so sweet.
I could maybe call it the dog from the jerk, but it works very well. You can also use your hands to navigate stuff. That's really impressive, but the video chat is what threw me, because it is set up with these 4 microphones, and it just knows how to prioritize who, if you're with other friends, it should be favoring. And then when I was talking to Dana Vincent, who is upstairs, she was at home, and she happened to just get up and say, to show something to me.
Sure.
And the camera panned up to track her. It took me about a good 5 seconds because I'm so used to television.
Right, realizing that there's motors in there and it was doing
Same thing
it.
happened moving to the left or the right. There really is some interesting technology that, hopefully can be applied to games and do something interesting in the future.
Well, let's talk about the games, because yes, the hardware is cool, but it doesn't matter if the games aren't compelling or interesting. So let's talk about the launch titles.
The games are good. The big one is Dance Central. It's a dance game. I think just in saying that, I know a lot of people that will like that. One of those people is not me.
Right,
It's just, it is asking you to dance by yourself or with your friends in a room. This is the one that probably had a lot of promise that we didn't care for as much, and this is Kinect Joyride. Once again, I think it shows the limitations of not having a controller, because you're standing in front of it, simulating holding a steering wheel.
Right. It's all the fun of grabbing a wheel without actually grabbing a wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is an interesting one, Connectables. I think I spent more time making fun of this since E3 than just about anything else other than myself.
Right. I will admit, I spent about 10 minutes petting a furry tiger at one of the Microsoft parties.
I mean, it is...
I mean, I was hammered, but I still I play with Skittles like there was no tomorrow.
I think what that game shows is that you and I may not be the intended demographic, at least at launch. That there's a lot of these games...
Wait, for Connectables? Come on.
Yeah, no, I am not the intended. That, they do skew young, they do skew for families. I think they'll have a lot of fun with them. But at the end of the day, it is still that... It's not that sense of, oh, I'm going to have a long-term relationship with this game. That, hey, I'm going to be up till 3 in the morning.
This is the hit it and quit it, here's your cab fare connect.
Right,
sort of
and if you have
experience.
friends over and you have some beers, bingo, hit it and quit it.
Okay, got it. No,
that's a way to connect.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to change their pamphlets now. All right, let's show off one of the games, Connect Sports, which some people immediately, you talk about that skepticism that gamers have. They said, well, these are just all the Wii Sports games coming out.
And you know what?
And they are.
This is a good example
That's
of how it's different.
Right.
Also, and not having the controller. This is the boxing part. And then, think about if I have my. Let's move it over there.
All right. So you're just using your hand to select resume.
Right, there we go.
Now, earlier I was having problems tracking me. I even changed my shirt. I was wearing, we thought maybe it was because I was wearing plaid.
Most people don't use games in television studios, so we're going to give it a little bit of room over there.
So we raise above our heads. All right. And now what I love is I can turn left to right. You power punch me, I can get down there. You can get the rub and tug. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Left hand. Fireball.
Oh, I'm on the ground?
Okay, so now, is there a get up?
I gotta go punch these stars, because that's how it happens in the real ring.
All right, now what if I just throw the arms out like this? Oh, look, you can see it on my screen. Yeah, get it. Get it. I'm just gonna tap dance.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's tracking.
It actually is doing it. Oh, Jesus.
Wow, look at that. I mean, like right there, I have to say, not having a Wiimote, not having the move control in my hand does make this a little bit more organic and fun.
So way to knock me out, because I want to show off something else when we wrap this up. Oh, jeez. All right. Like, wasted no time on that one. You're like, all right. You're living out the fantasy of many G4 employees and many viewers at home. All right, so I'm going to stay knocked out, because I want them to see kind of how it incorporates the camera and some other stuff once it's over here. I'll probably have to stand here, though.
Once again, but you move down and you come back in and it tracks you again. It's a lot more user-friendly than a lot of the other motion controls.
And I love the drop-in, drop-out nature of it. Someone else was playing, I hopped right in and it went. Also, we didn't even mention facial recognition.
Yes, it does. It does recognize your face. I know this has caused a lot of paranoia among some people. Right. I don't think I'm special enough that Microsoft would really care. But yeah, it does recognize your face that way. Sort of when you return, it will recognize who you are. It really does. There's all this neat integration that really takes into consideration how people might enjoy it at a party with friends. Yeah, it doesn't seem to think that you want to stay there for 5 hours.
Sure.
So it doesn't want to make it hard for you to get in and out.
Get in and get out. Yeah. So if there is there a launch title that's a must-have, do you think, for the Kinect for those that are picking it up today?
Dance Central is the one that is almost universally
really
being acclaimed. Once again, it means you have to dance.
Right.
So just it's not sit central.
And here I just want to show off again what I was talking about. You can see this is what the Kinect camera was seeing. Or that's what it was seeing after the round, I suppose. Or no, that was
that's before.
That was before.
Yes,
so it was recording even before.
Our noses powdered for an exciting boxing.
So it was recording even before then.
Yeah, it finds things that it finds memorable. It actually it does dynamically decide like how they want to, which photo it wants to pick, and it finds a name.
That was the taunt, the Russian dance to knockout. That's kind of cool, and I like that it does have that sort of social aspect too. You can share the video and do other stuff with it. It's neat. Obviously, you can get the Kinect sensor along with its launch title, Kinect Adventures, for $150. Now, that's a significant price point when it's an add-on to a console.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a family, I think it's a great idea. I mean, you're going to pacify your kids enough that you might have some peace and quiet as they pet a tiger.
Okay, so that's good for that. For the more hardcore segment, is this a
I think unless you have to be the early adopter, you can take a breather and see if that game that really makes it for that really sells it for you comes out.
All right, Adam, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks for knocking me out. Adam Sucks from Next Play. Everybody, the Xbox Kinect is in stores now. But look, Allison's here, and she has some very important news for your penis.
Yes, I do. It's time for Sexpo South Africa, the greatest masturbatory event in the history of the sub-Saharan continent. G4 and adult actress Riley Steele will take you on a sex safari November 14th. Just don't let your mom catch you watching. Check out g4tv.com/sexpo for more info. Stay tuned. Outsourced employee Rebecca Hazelwood will track us out to have some fake vomit after the break. Fake vomit.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. As public Wi-Fi networks continue to grow, so do the risks of logging in. And right now, one of the biggest threats is a program called Firesheep. This new Firefox extension takes advantage of open Wi-Fi networks and allows users to capture other people's login information for a variety of sites, including popular social networks. Whenever someone on the same public network logs into a site that Firesheep recognizes, their name and profile image will appear in a window. Then, logging into that user's account is only a click away. And yes, it's that easy. While nabbing people's login info on an open network is possible without it, Firesheep provides a hack-free and probably illegal way to do so. If you want to protect yourself from becoming a target, there's a defense. Force TLS is another extension that beefs up login security. And Fire Shepherd is a program specifically designed to block Fire Sheep. So if you're logging on to public Wi-Fi, be aware of the risk and know that there's ways to protect your privacy.
Arranged marriages, they're great for ugly dudes and lazy people. Not so much if you happen to be a smoking hot lady.
Spanish under his belt? Que bueno.
Don, I have to do this. Maybe you should go out with Pradeep.
Joining me now, Miss Rebecca Hazelwood, everybody. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming here. Outsourced is sort of groundbreaking in introducing American sitcom viewers to things like arranged marriage, Indian foods, many armed goddesses, and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel? I mean, what sort of feedback do you get from people? Like, do they get it? Are they confused?
Generally people are amused, I think, rather than confused.
Yeah.
We're generally confused. But
Well, yeah, our audience is typically in a state of confusion. That's why I ask. But not many other shows out there, I think, have a budget for chickens and cows or anything like that on set.
About half of that budget is chickens and cows.
It's all line items.
We've had spiders, cockroaches, the whole works.
But you're supposed to be in a call center, right?
Yeah, but we're in India, so it's it's crazy.
So I just imagine anywhere there's cows walking around or chickens walking around at any given time.
Yeah, walking through the set.
You guys had to change the cow you were using, right?
Yeah, we did. We had a story with the cow, but it was kind of more of an American-style cow, so it was kind of a bit too healthy.
Oh, doesn't mean it was shooting an AK and drinking a Bud Light?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, I had a cap on, and it was like eating fries and stuff. But we had to change for a more sort of authentically skinny, sort of scraggly, street-style Indian cow.
The slumdog cow.
Yeah,
like the
the
I got
slum
it. Now, I've chatted with a couple of your co-stars, and I imagine that on set it's a good sort of camaraderie and playfulness. But then I heard in the trailers sometimes you're not even safe in your own trailer.
Oh my God, definitely not. No, you have to sleep with one eye open. In fact, a couple of people who have fallen asleep, have ended up with clips on YouTube because we sneak into the dressing rooms and mess with them and film them and stuff. So.
Well, define mess with them.
Well,
they're asleep in a trailer. You're sneaking with a flip cam and
put things on them, tickle them and stuff, scare them sometimes. You never know.
What kind of objects are you playing? Are you just randomly going around and putting end tables and lamps and
lipstick, toys, novelties?
All right, good. So how do you manage to stay awake in your trailer?
Oh, I'm normally doing Tai Chi or practicing some kind of martial art just in case someone breaks in. Just so they don't mess with me.
Nice. Are you formally trained or?
No. I did capoeira in London, and I'm just training to do some Krav Maga here, but I do Tai Chi anyway.
That's serious stuff. That's not like Pilates. That is you're learning how to rip out entrails and then snack on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not messing around.
So you're a dance fighter?
Kind of.
I mean, capoeira is pretty showy. Yeah. What made you take that up?
I just love it. I just love. I just went to a class one day and just kind of fell in love, and it was full of Brazilian guys, and I just thought,
Thing for the Brazilian dudes that are dance fighters. I got it. But how do you you don't just wander into a capoeira class? I mean, did someone serve you?
Well,
did you happen to be walking by and go?
I first saw it on Street Fighter. There was a character. There was a capoeira guy. On that, so that's how I first got. And I was.
So next step is learning the 1,000-hand strike and how to throw a fireball, and then you're set. You can get the helicopter kicked down, and no one's going to mess with you.
Yeah, absolutely no one.
I heard you're interested in grabbing an iPad,
yes.
and it's for a good reason other than ebook reading and whatnot. You're a musician.
Yeah, and I have a lot of musician friends, and a friend of mine has just created an app called the Polychord, where you can actually play your iPad like it's a musical instrument. So yeah, so I'm going to be
So you're taking? Do you have to have lessons for Polychord, or is it sort of just
No. It's super simple. All the chords are there, and you basically play it with two hands. And there's all these different settings. And there's a reggae setting, and a dub setting, and a rock, and And some people in the music industry are really interested, and they're like writing some programs for it.
Oh,
so.
nice, nice. I'm sure Usher is. He likes the things where you press one button and it makes you a musician. Seriously, one of his tracks was. I'm not going to start beef with the Usher, but
you better not.
One of his dance remix tracks was stolen straight out of GarageBand. Some people don't know that. Like he literally did a click and drag and then just auto-tuned his whiny self over it. It was like, I'm a millionaire.
I see you're a fan.
I'm just hating because I'm broke. But please, when you get the app and when you are ready, you got to come back and shred some guitar for us.
I'll come in and show you.
That was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for not ripping my throat out with all of your Krav Maga skills. You guys, you can catch Rebecca in a new episode of Outsourced. It's tonight on NBC. NBC. Now let's go to Allison, who's operating the AOTS call center. Allison.
You put some cream on that, the rush will clear right up. Okay, bye-bye. Apparently, I run the call center on my droid. It's time to attack these beverages. We all love chocolate milk, right? Right? So how could it possibly get any better? I'll tell you, alcohol. Adult chocolate milk has finally combined your childhood with your love of getting drunk. One bottle checks in at 20% alcohol by volume, and it contains 1 liter of chocolatey goodness. You can enjoy it by itself or use it as a mixer to make your own tasty cocktails. Adult chocolate milk is so good, it will have you wondering why they don't make an alcoholic version of everything. Yay! Light beer is all well and good for the weekdays, but when Saturday night rolls around, it's time to drink a real brew. That's why you need to check out Sink the Bismarck. Hailing from Scotland, this IPA is self-proclaimed by its brewers to be the world's strongest beer at 41% alcohol. That's 82 proof beer, people. That means Sink the Bismarck is stronger than both Smirnoff and Jack Daniels. The makers of this brew strongly advise those drinking it to do so with caution, because if you aren't careful, this Bismarck will sink you. Apparently it's Russian too. And lastly, we have an all-American classic finally making its way to your home, Duff Beer. Kind of. Duff Energy Drink is an officially licensed Simpsons product that comes in an exact replica can of Homer's favorite beer. I mean, who hasn't dreamt of stocking their fridge full of this Simpsons staple at one point in their life? Well, now you can, thanks to the Boston America Corporation. They're available for purchase in individual cans, or if you're feeling more like Barney, go ahead and treat yourself to a 6-pack. Now, keep in mind that it is, here it is, it's not alcoholic, but who cares? It's Duff, the cause and solution of all of life's problems. Non-alcoholic.
Is it supposed to clear up? Because I've been rubbing cream on it since the
Try this. That'll help. Head on over to G4TV.com/AOTS for info on all these beverages and more. Still ahead, find out the horrible truth behind truck nuts. They're made of people. Break Moments is up next.
Coming up tomorrow on AOTS, top model and reality star Adrienne Curry joins us to talk about naked gaming, superheroes, and her PlayStation Network show, The Tester. Then Chris Hardwick reviews a new phone powered by Windows Phone 7 in Gadgetron. Is it an iPhone killer or a snooze? He'll tell you. And funny man Danny McBride, a.k.a. Getty Powers, will be here to talk about cockfighting in the final season of Eastbound and Down. See it tomorrow.
You folks are in for a real treat. You're about to see something incredibly stupid.
And no, we're not just talking about AOTS.
No.
We're talking about break moments. Yes.
Gonna break it? Get it.
Kicked it.
Close enough.
Kicked it.
Rednecks are known for a lot of things. Too many to list, really. There's a lot.
True, but intelligence is not one of them.
Do it like this and pull out. Do it. See how fast.
Show me. Nope. Think so.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Try it?
Because I'm not that quick.
Yeah.
I will throw my hand there like I've been doing it.
I did. Ah! Oh, that's up. That's seriously. Yeah. This is gonna be a jackass video.
No, it's a video of jackasses, but that doesn't qualify it as a jackass video.
Right.
You know, like the busted, rusted truck in the background, the skull flag, and the camouflage cap. Could you be any more cliche?
Didn't he say, I'm going to put my hand in like I've been doing, and then does it and is like, oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
Redneck traps.
Yeah.
This week's rating system, pizza box mattresses. How many do you want to give them?
You know, I'm just going to go 1 out of 5 on this one.
I agree. It's okay.
It was just kind of a lame video.
Don't be apologetic.
All right, cool. Now, we all know how grenades work. I'm not talking about the Jersey Shore kind. I'm talking about the actual ones.
Oh.
You pull the pin, you toss, and you run like hell.
True, but this guy doesn't really seem to care about the last part, though. Dad's gonna be pissed.
It's the lack of clothes that make that video awesome. All right, so how many pizza box mattresses are we giving him?
I think we're gonna do 4 out of 5 on that.
There you go. I'm telling you, the shirtlessness.
I was on the fence. I'm telling you,
All
but I
right.
went with 4. Finally, folks, we have a nut shot. And it usually involves someone getting hit in their private parts. That's what a nut shot is.
Obviously.
We're experts on that.
But a nut toe is a whole different game.
A what?
Cody Michael Kratzer is not eligible for prosecution. You're ripping that JJ on folks. If I tell you stop, keep going. Hit it, hit it. Stop, please.
Dude. And he does it twice. He does it twice.
Yeah. Erwin is Hemi. How many are we giving this guy?
We gotta go 5 out of 5 for that one. I mean, come on, bam, right there.
Done.
Let's play taps for that gentleman's twig and berries, shall we?
Honestly, if this is the state of humanity, I kind of want to be a flatworm. Boom! Thanks to our guests, Rebecca Hazelwood, Adam Sessler, and of course, Blair Herter. Thank you, Allison Hayslip.
Thank you, sir.
Just for being you. And thank you because I feel obligated. And we'll see you later. Goodbye, everybody.